Hello everyone, my name is Matt Viegas. I am a student physical therapist and I wanted to talk a little bit today in my vlog about marketing, about your ideal client, ideal patient. And the reason why is because that's one thing that, having gone through 2 years of physical therapy school, I haven't learned in physical therapy school. And it's actually pretty important because, like it or not, healthcare, it's still a business. It's still serving people, and that's definitely what I want to do, to be able to serve patients better within my role, within the field of physical therapy and transforming society by optimizing movement. And one of the biggest keys to that is to be able to target a message towards people that really would benefit from PT services, because it's a very real thing, and it really sucks, in my opinion, that a lot of people don't know what PT is. I'm one of those oddballs who I knew about physical therapy, about PT for a very long time since birth because of my brachial plexus injury. So wanted to talk about the ideal patient. So with that, you have this idea in mind for success, right? For what a good day looks like with work. And obviously, when you get out there, you want to be having more good days than bad. And unfortunately, with the current state of healthcare and insurance and Medicare and the way things are going, honestly, that outlook, it's not looking good for where things are standing right now. But there's a way to change that. So for private practice owners, for people who are out there already within the PT profession, leading the charge, targeting messages, educating the public about what it is that physical therapy can do to improve people's health, why fitness matters, why simple things like posture and positioning matter to people. In my case, with the ideal patient, ideal client, I want to focus more on people who honestly, just like myself, felt left out. Because honestly, the way it is right now is insurance therapy and just trying to get people better and discontinue, send them off because insurance has decided, hey, I'm not paying anymore. But that's not why I am a student. That's not why I got into school. I didn't want to become an insurance therapist. I wanted to become a physical therapist. I wanted to help people move better and understand why exercise, fitness is extremely important, why some of these journeys I had gone through personally with my life, with running track and field and cross country and setting up ambitious goals like running a marathon, why these things matter to people, and how coming from this huge base of scientific knowledge, biomedical knowledge, all I can go on and on about all the coursework I've gone through up to this point since I started in July 2015. But basically, there's a lot that physical therapists do. And it's really, I'm going to throw in a Prefontaine quote here. One of my idols, track runner legend, he says, to give anything less than your best is to sacrifice your gift. And with the current setup with insurance therapy, as physical therapists, we're not giving our best. So with messages, with communicating with people about what it is that I do, what it is that we do as physical therapists, it's more than movement, more than this thing that you can just document, more than range of motion, more than manual muscle tests that you just write up, send off to a case manager who might have a high school level of education. and trying to just prove why your services are so crucial. And the main point I just want to hammer in is that with PT, it is. So on to the main point. With my case of an ideal client, I want to work with people who aren't necessarily receiving coverage, but are deeply motivated to improve their lives and do more than just sit around all day, who want to be active, be outdoors, especially for older folks in this country who, honestly, with the way the culture is, with my grandparents, like, it's so beautiful being able to see them up and moving and enjoying being in the company of others, and how, as physical therapists, being able to keep that happy, healthy, active lifestyle going as long as possible. So in terms of phrasing it and wording it, you got to have this sort of vision in mind. And marketing honestly applies to anything, even like the food industry, culinary industry with cooking. Just being able to see what that day of success looks like and how you can sort of bring that to you. And one of the keys to success is being very proactive, not salesy, not being a shark, but being authentic, being you, and sort of doing something along the lines of what I'm doing right now. Most people can't see it, but doing vlogs like this, going on social media, trying to make a presence, establish a presence, and have something, it takes time to build up and to finally reach the people that you're trying to reach and generate leads that convert and eventually come to see you. It's a process. So starting with that vision in mind, with an ideal client, don't let go of it. That is what drives this whole system, this whole process with tweaking wording, communication, and finding what provides the most value for people. As a healthcare professional, one of the best things about being in this industry is that individuals like myself really do want to help people within our respective roles, really do want to serve people within our respective roles. And although it does get a bad rep, honestly, with business, there are concepts that really need to be learned that aren't taught in the educational system, but are so critical and so crucial for being successful. So I hope this provides some benefit to you, some advice. I did go a little bit more in depth with my blog about my vision, my personal story. I don't want to ramble on too much. I want to just leave this here for now because I will talk more about marketing in the future. One of the things that I've done to try and establish myself and set myself apart from the rest of DPT students is doing this, trying to establish some social media presence, trying to build up a following of people who I want to serve. So I hope this message reaches the right people, and as always, if you have any comments or questions, I know people don't necessarily feel inclined to comment on videos like this, but feel free to send me a personal message or hit me up on Snapchat, especially if you're a student interested in entering this field of physical therapy, because just on the down low, I am actually working on some side projects that are geared towards helping pre-PT students and trying to get the right people in this profession, the right people in this field, more than just doing the traditional metrics of GPA and good GRE scores and having good numbers and being a low risk for schools. So I'm going to leave this here for now. I want to keep this short because honestly, my brain is fried. I've been studying for exams constantly. I still have more exams to go through, and I have to review a lot. Everything that I've covered up to this point since starting day one of PT school back in July 2015. So I got a lot of work to do, and as always, feel free to reach out. Okay? All right. Peace.